And at the end, we're going to close in the seat and just sit in a silent meditation for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. And so don't think, oh, we got disconnected if we feel like we're sitting for a while at the end, because I'm going to allow some time for that, because you guys are going to laugh. Tonight's sequence is for release. So emotions, forgiveness, just any kind of that we want to get rid of. And so starting in our seat, let's ground. So let's bring our thumbs on the inside of our palms and then close our fist over that. So thumbs on the inside of the hand and then close the fist over. And then just rest those hands on the thighs. Maybe kind of in line with that root chakra. So if you're seated in Sukhasana or Siddhasana, just rest them on your thighs. Roll the shoulders back and stack the shoulders over the ears. We're going to imagine just drawing our energy down. Just feel the breath in the body and out the body. We're going to visualize our Apana Vayu, which is one of the 5 Vayus in the body, and its role is to move things down and out. So it has to do with our elimination. And so tonight, just allowing those emotions to just move down and out. Down and out. So maybe just even think down and out. Any sludge, whether it's thoughts, emotions, whether it's physical in the body that we're holding on to, we're just going to move it down and out. And let that maybe be our intention for our practice tonight. And just feel yourself connecting with the earth. Feel the breath entering through the nostrils, maybe leaving out the mouth. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. Maybe bring the heart up to the sky and tilt the chin. Down and out. Down and out. Perhaps on your next exhale, releasing the mudra, bringing hands to prayer, an Anjali mudra. Maybe press the thumb knuckles against the heart. Tap into that courage. Bring that courage into our space as we allow our subtle body, our physical body to kind of purge, to release. Maybe exhale, sigh. And we'll transition to our first shape. For our yin yoga practice tonight, we'll come onto our backs and with our feet flat on the floor, roll down, or you can roll onto your side and then roll over onto your backs. And from here, let's bring our feet mat distance apart, knees together, back, resting on the earth, head on the earth. And then bring the arms up and back. So our arms come over our head. Back so the arms rest on the floor. Palms face up. And surrender right here. Allow the back body to ground into the earth. And just imagine that energy shifting, floating down and out. Down and out. In our Yin Yoga, we rest in these shapes, anywhere from a minute to 2 to 3 to 5. Sometimes when we practice on our own, it might be a little longer. Just gently reminding ourselves that more isn't always better, that deeper and more of a quote unquote stretch isn't always better. But creating this space and being in our bodies, and then surrendering to the wisdom of our subtle body. Let that be our practice. Knowing that the intention of Yin Yoga is different than our Yang Yoga practice, different than our Vinyasa. We're targeting our joints, connective tissues, and the fascia. So we allow for pause and breath. If it's uncomfortable with the arms above the head, you can bring them out like a T. Just invite them to be out. Sigh. Down and out. Down and out. Now let's breathe in and out with intention 3 times. Maybe a deep inhale, a deep exhale. There's no rush to get to that 3rd breath. There's no rush at all tonight. Perhaps you'd like to stay here a little longer. If not, go ahead and roll over to one side. Press up to a seat with your legs in front. Yeah, let's bring our legs wide so our feet are far apart. They can be really far, they can be just a little far. Find what's comfortable for you. And in our yin yoga, we let our feet be loose. We don't flex our feet, we just let them be loose. We can roll our shoulders back. And then we'll just begin to kind of walk our hands forward. And rather than pressing our heart kind of down and rounding the head kind of towards the feet, let's allow the back to round more towards the knees. Our dragonfly. Maybe noticing in the low back. Sometimes if we notice kind of under the knees, or excuse me, in the backs of the legs, we can put something under the knees like a blanket. You can try a blanket roll there. Or towels, and these towels work really well. Maybe visualize some energy flowing from behind the ankles, just up the insides of the legs and then back down. Just liver, kidney, and spleen meridians on the inside of the legs. Close the eyes, let the face be effortless. Sometimes it's nice to bring ourselves up. And then we hinge, kind of readjust and hinge forward again. And just notice if maybe it feels as though we've created and allowed for some unraveling of the fascia. Inviting the chi to flow freely in the body. And perhaps inhaling so, exhaling hum. Inhale so, exhale hum. And allow the breath to be like a wave, guide your awareness, guide you into peace. Maybe bring your awareness below the skin, beneath the surface of the skin. Notice how the energy feels. The shabda, the movement of the energy like a pulse. Does it feel like a long, steady wave or a current? Just tune in to that energy below the surface. If you're holding your breath, be sure to breathe. Down and out. Down and out. Sometimes it's useful to bring those elbows or forearms to a block or a cushion in front, if that's helpful. And we'll breathe in together. Exhale, sigh. And then another deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. Breathe in nice and deep. And exhale, begin to press the hands into the floor and walk the hands back towards midline. Stack the heart and the shoulders over the hips. We bring the feet together and we'll lie back for our rebound. So we come into Shavasana. And let that chi flow through the body. That energy, it's a pulse, it's a wave, it's a current. Allow yourself to be suspended in chi. Just rest in chi. Breathe. And maybe you'd like to rest in Shavasana for the remainder of our practice. Or you'd like to rest here in this rebound for a few more minutes, and you're going to catch up with us later. Just know that you can rest here and nourish your soul, nourish your body, nourish your mind. So you can lie here, or if you'd like to come up to a seat again, we'll meet in our seat. There's no rush to get there. When you get there, maybe have a block handy and we'll bring our feet wide again. With our right leg out, I'm not going to mirror you, I'm just going to do my own right leg. So my right leg's out, we'll bring our left foot in, so the sole of the foot is maybe towards the thigh. Maybe bring the block kind of handy off to the side for our half butterfly. Can get the sits bones grounded, let that right foot be lazy. And let's turn our heart towards the long leg and just gently fold, rounding the back so the forehead comes towards the knee. And rather than rest our head on the block like I sometimes like to do, in a vinyasa class, we're going to let that head hang. So let gravity and the weight of our own body work its magic here. Maybe noticing the stretch on the side body, on that left side body, maybe the left low back or the entire low back. Maybe behind the leg on the hamstrings. Wherever you feel it is fine. It's okay. Down and out. Down and out. Maybe we release words that someone spoke to us. Maybe we release words that we spoke to someone else. Maybe let go of words that we didn't speak to someone else and wish we had. Just let that go down and out. Release it from your energy field. And if you're not ready, it's okay. It's just working its way to the surface so you can let it go when you're ready to let it go. Down and out. Down and out. Down and out. Be mindful if you're holding the breath because of discomfort or resistance. Or maybe if you're just suspending the breath as you go deeper into meditation or deeper into yourself. And that will lift up kind of from that fold. And now here, we're going to keep that right arm towards that leg. And that's where it's kind of nice to have that block. Because we'll bring our chest kind of up, roll the shoulders back. And then if you'd like, you can bring that left arm over. And we can just kind of hang like this. That side body open. Or sometimes I interlace my hands and I rest my right elbow in the block. And my left hand kind of rests in my right. We're still opening that side body. And notice if you're clenching that right leg now. So let go of a clench, no clenching. And just feel into your body below that surface. Maybe that's not quite comfortable to have the arm down so much, and you can just stay up. Just fold if you're more seated, and that's okay. Just a little sensation in the side. Just a little guidance and awareness for that energy. It doesn't have to be a complete fold. And maybe you don't want to bring that arm up at all. You can just stay with that forward fold over the leg. So either way. Now let's begin to count down from 5. Whenever you get to 0, maybe it's before I do, before our neighbor does, slowly bring the shoulders and the heart to stack over the hips. Allow yourself to move nice and slow. Letting even the transition be part of that rebound. And when you get your heart and your shoulders up, let's send our legs long and rest in our rebound for a few breaths. Just tuning into the body. Any difference that we might feel in the body. Down and out. Down and out. Creating space to feel, creating space for nothingness, and yet wholeness all at the same time. On an exhale, keep that left leg long, draw that right knee into the chest. And we'll be here, we'll surrender here. Down and out. Just hugging that right knee towards the chest. Maybe it falls out to the side a little bit. You can keep that left leg straight. If it feels better to bring the left foot to the floor, you can. And try to hook that right knee into the chest. Down and out. Maybe we energetically release an interaction that may have affected us deeply. Perhaps we don't even know what it is, but on the energetic level, at one point in our life, there was something that deeply affected us, and we just invite that to move down and out. Down and out. Let it go. If you begin to feel bored or impatient, bring your awareness to the breath and tie it to our mantra Soham. Inhaling So. Exhaling Hum. Inhale So. Exhale Hum. Down and out. Down and out. At any point, you feel like you need to kind of bring that knee away from the chest and then pull it back in. You can do so. Can relax our shoulders. We're punching our shoulders up. Let go of that resistance. We're protecting that heart with the shoulders coming in, or they can be flat on the floor. And the heart open. And if not, that's okay too. Your next exhale, let it be a sigh. It can be loud because you're not in a room full of people. Even if you were, it's okay to be loud, but let it go. And 2 more sighs. Release the hands from the legs and that leg long. And allow that chi, just like that snow globe, and shake it up and let it settle in the body. Taking a peek below the surface. And just noticing how your energy feels, how it's moving, what's traveling through your physical body. Then on an exhale, hug both knees into the chest like a little ball. Maybe you grab opposite elbows or grab wrists. Maybe you just have the hands on the knees and you hold your knees into your chest. This shape stimulates that Apana Vayu, the Vayu in charge of elimination. So just imagine down and out. Just let it go. Just hug your knees into your chest and say, I'm okay, I'm okay. If the eyes aren't closed already, I invite you to close the eyes. You have a blanket handy, cover up with a blanket. Just go deep inside yourself. Even though the weight of the hands is on the knees, can you maybe let the elbows be effortless and dangle as well, kind of with the feet? Invite healing into our space. And unnecessarily tensing the biceps of the arm, thinking you have to really pull those knees in, or you're just resting the hands and relaxing the rest of the arm. Just breathe in. And exhale to extend both legs long. Maybe point the toes. And flex the feet. And then point. Flex and then rest and rebound. Maybe on your rebound, you notice you have to kind of lift the shoulders and reposition the back and maybe move the sits bones as that fascia begins to unravel. We get that sensation and maybe even physical realness of lengthening the body. As that fascia begins to lubricate, it slides past itself, those layers, and we lengthen. Notice the chi in the body. And on an exhale, bring that left knee into the chest. The right leg can stay long. Maybe you bend the right leg to bring the foot to the floor, but hug that left knee into the chest. Relax. Again, covering yourself with a blanket if you need to. Just really resting. Our yin practice is a cooling practice. So you might notice you need socks or a blanket. Down and out. Down and out. That other, they laughed, but no, You don't remember that. What you think you remember, it wasn't that. Yes, you remember some things, and some things did happen, except not that way. And anyway, not to you. Joyce Carol Oates. In the Yoga Sutras, Patanjali writes of the 5 different types of thoughts. One of them is misconception. How many times do things happen except not that way? And what we think we remember, it wasn't that. Or we don't remember that. Or things did happen, but not to us. And so we invite in that discernment into our practice to just let it go down and out, down and out. Just let go. Let it go down and out. Just a couple more breaths in and out, in and out. And then maybe counting down the breath from 5. And then when you're ready, find that rebound. And rest in the rebound. Notice the sensation from the toes to the crown of the head. Feel a wave of breath, wave of chi in the body. Now let's exhale. Bend the knees so the feet come to the floor. And if you have a blanket handy, you can make a little blanket kind of block. You could use a block, but I think that a blanket feels just a little bit better. So find your blanket, maybe a little bit of height, just folding it over, and then press the feet into the earth. Lift the low back up just enough to kind of bring that blanket underneath the sacrum, and then send the legs long. And then we'll bring our arms above the head again. We started. And extend through the hands. So the hips are just up a little bit. The other option is to bring that blanket kind of on top of a block. So you have a little bit of padding, but the hips are just a little higher. So there's a couple variations. Just find that perfect spot. And bring the arms above the head. And rest. Just breathing in. To the back, to the stomach. To the shoulders. And noticing the movement beneath the surface of the skin. Oh, one more deep breath in. Exhale, sigh. We begin to bring those feet to the floor. Press in one foot, then another. Then lift up the hips or move whatever you had beneath the hips. You can hug the knees into the chest, rock side to side. Rolling and massaging that low back. And then let's find our rebound as we extend our legs long. And exhale. Feel the chi connect to the earth as it settles. Or maybe it's moving from the heels to the shoulders to the fingers. Maybe noticing sensations in the body that we've never noticed before. Maybe they haven't been there before. And discovering new parts of ourselves. Now when you're ready, Exhale to come over to one side and come up to a seat again. Moving any props out of the way that might have collected at our side. So now we're going to come into half butterfly on the other side. So we had our right leg long before. Now we send our left leg long, our right foot in towards the thigh. Now turn that heart towards the foot. Can you feel those sits bones grounded? Let the left foot be loose and relaxed. And walk the hands towards the calf, towards the ankle. You can round the spine. Let that forehead come towards the knee. Rest. Notice if there's effort in that leg, just let the effort go. You're kind of trying to press that knee down. Let the leg be loose. Maybe notice the lower back. And just feel that energy flow on the inside of that leg. Balancing the energy in the spleen. If that spleen energy is in excess, we tend to ignore. I don't like the word issues so much. We ignore experiences in our own life. And we cling to the drama or the happenings in someone else's life, so we don't have to look at ourselves. And if it's deficient, we might feel a little indifferent towards ourselves or towards others. When it's balanced, there's that harmony in the way that we have self-care and our ability to empathize with others as well as ourselves. Empathizing with ourselves. Down and out. Just moving anything that doesn't serve us, letting it move down and out. Down and out. Allow the face to be expressionless and at ease. Maybe just saying to yourself, I'm okay. I'm okay. this kidney meridian also on the inside of the leg. There to protect us. And that fight or flight, so we can tell ourselves that it's okay to have this courage and be in this space to just let things go. Just invite it to let go. It doesn't have to hold on anymore, work so hard and try so hard. It can just be. So then we'll gently bring the heart and the chest back over center. Move side to side just a moment. And if you'd like, you can bring that your block to the outside of the leg. Bring that right arm kind of over the head. And you can go just a little bit. You don't have to go so much of a bend. You can just go a little. So find what feels best for your body and what's really going to soothe your soul. And then this urinary bladder meridian that kind of zigzags up the side body. That's the organ that works with the kidney. So they work together to keep us quote unquote safe. So maybe just saying again, I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay, guys. Thank you so much for keeping me safe. You notice if you believe that you're safe. Do you believe that you're safe? Are you safe? Down and out. Down and out. Let's count down from 5. 4. Breathing in and out for 3. 2. Exhale 1. Bring the arm and the heart, shoulders back to center. Move over to the other side. Then we'll exhale, come back down for a rebound into that Shavasana. Letting that chi move, and we hug our knees into the chest. Notice the heart beating in the body. And the soul resting in its vessel. That is your body. inhale. Exhale, sigh. Now maybe hug the knees into the chest. Maybe send the feet to the sky and just pause for a moment. The legs maybe long and the feet to the sky. You can let them flow side to side, rock back and forth. Maybe draw the knees into the heart. Find refuge in yourself. And then exhale to send those legs long. Then we'll rest in Shavasana before we close the meditation. So bringing yourself to rest, and finding that blanket, finding those socks, finding that cocoon. Resting in silence. And out of sight, offer the deepest rest. The Tao Te Ching is written, can you rest in stillness until the right action arises on its own? Can we be still and allow it to bubble up? Can we be still, allow it to bubble up and allow it to move down and out? All it needs is a little stillness, maybe even a little awareness. that other. They laughed, but no, you don't remember that. What you think you remember, it wasn't that. Yes, you remember some things, and some things did happen, except not that way. And anyway, not to you. May those words of Joyce Carol Oates just be a gentle reminder that things are always as they seem. Even our memories are always as they seem, our thoughts, our interpretation, our perception. That we can continuously sit in meditation, sit with ourselves, cultivate clarity and clear perception. And may we allow what doesn't serve us to just move down and out. And when you're ready, come up to a seat. We'll close in silent meditation. Just a silent sit. It can be an easy pose. Sukhasana. It can be in Vrishasana. So wherever you're at, just find that for you. Nadi Shodhana in your practice, and you'd like to bring that pranayama to set for meditation, you can. Otherwise, we'll sit in silence. Just a reminder of class, I'll watch the time. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace.